Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a little bit of a different video. I hadn't planned on filming today, but I need to do my makeup to go to work, so I thought I'd just sit down, throw on the camera and film myself getting myself ready for work. So as you can probably tell, I'm fresh out of the shower with crazy hair, so I'm just going to clip that back. So as you can see, I'm literally pale as shit right now, so I'm going to use my lightest foundation, which is L'Oreal's True Match in the colour N1. So, actually, I've had this primer in my stash for ages, but I've never really tried it. I think I might have tried it once, and this is the Rimmel Lasting Finish Primer, and this is a skin perfecting primer, so let's put it to the test, shall we? It feels just like sun cream. Thick. It seems to have kind of a luminosity to it there as well. So basically, I wear makeup to work every day. I've been in my current job for 6 years, and I figure after 6 years of everyone in work seeing me with makeup on, it'd be pretty cruel to land in with none on, because it would give them the fright of their lives. So I don't know if you can tell, that's giving me a little bit of luminosity. Hope it doesn't make me greasy, but sure, we'll soon find out. I'm using the L'Oreal True Match foundation in the colour N1. Jury's out on this one so far. Everyone loves it, but I'm not really a lover. I just use 1.5 to 2 pumps on my trusty little palette and a dampened beauty blender. It's really big and spongy, and it stops the blender from just soaking up too much product. So I'm going to start where I need the most coverage, which is always my chin, and just pounce this all over my skin. The colour of this is pretty good for me, although it does oxidize slightly, which means it goes a little bit darker after a few hours, like it mixes with the oils in the skin. And the way I find to combat that is to use a good primer underneath, putting a layer between your skin and the foundation. So I just pounce that all over my skin. When I first saw the beauty blender, I was like, how much of a faff is that? But then when I was in America last year or the year before, I bought one, and now I know how good they are. If you haven't got access to a beauty blender, I do recommend the Real Techniques sponges. I'll put a picture in here of what they look like. They're also quite good, but I definitely do prefer the beauty blender. Oh, show. I'm still totally shocked that I've reached 10,000 subscribers. How crazy is that? I never thought that even like 500 people would watch my videos, let alone 10,000. Well, actually nearly 11,000 now at this stage. Crazy. I do find though, if you are on YouTube, you'll probably notice that in the first 6 months you might only get 100 subscribers, but it's kind of like a snowball effect. The more subscribers you get, the faster it kind of turns around. Like, crazy. If you'd like me to do a video on, I don't know, YouTube tips or my experience on YouTube or my advice to YouTubers, let me know. Not that I'm like the most successful YouTuber ever, but I think I could give some decent advice. So if you'd like to see that, do let me know. But for concealer, even though I don't really like this concealer, it was expensive, so I am going to use it. The Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage. So I just kind of draw stripes on my face, in the center of my nose, forehead, little up here, and a little bit there. And then I take the pointy end of my sponge and bounce that in. So that's my base as perfected as it's probably going to get. I've been trying to drink a lot more water recently. Yesterday I did really well. This is, I think it's a 0.6 of a litre. Yeah, 0.6 of a litre. I drank 5 of these. That's 3 litres. I think that's pretty good going. Now I'm going to reintroduce some colour to my face, and I'm going to use, this is a product I've featured before. I actually really like it. The Body Shop's Honey Bronze kind of cream bronzer thing, stick dome. But I'm using it differently now. What I do now is I take the Real Techniques contour brush, which looks like this, and just swirl it on the product and then go on my face with it. And it blends the product effortlessly. And see the way it's just bringing some dimension to my skin, so I don't just look quite so flat. Now I have a bit of shade. and a little bit up on the forehead so I look like I've caught a bit of sun, basically. And I also bring just a little bit across the nose because, I mean, if you've caught some sun, you're going to have gotten some on your nose, aren't you? Absolutely love that product. So versatile and so handy for travel as well because it's not going to burst or break or shatter. So I don't look quite as zombie-like anymore. Now I'm going to go in with a cream highlighter. So this is the number 7 Instant Radiance Highlighter. It's basically the champagne-y one. And I go in with a similar brush from a different brand. And just pat that on the tops of my cheekbones. Just for a little bit of glow. Basically, the aim of the game is to make me look like I've amazing skin, when I obviously don't, as you saw a couple of minutes ago. I'm also going to get my hair done this week. Oh my god, I have 4 days off coming up, but they're literally busier than my working days. It's crazy. I've literally appointments and meetings for every day, some personal, some YouTube related, but I have some seriously exciting stuff coming up in the pipeline. So happy with all the opportunities YouTube has brought to my doorstep. So grateful. Now obviously I don't have to do much to my eyebrows because they are tattooed on my face. So what I do is I just gently brush them out because the hairs can get all straggly. And on a plain, simple, easy makeup day, I'll use Rimmel's Brow This Way Tinted Brow Gel in the colour medium brown, just to bring the colour back to the hairs. A lot of people find the brush on this too big, but I find it like perfect. So you can see the difference that makes there. For eyes on the daily, I don't bother with a primer just because I'm so not bothered. And I'll just put the same colour into the crease, Naked from the Urban Decay Original Palette and Book mixed together, just to give me a little bit of crease dimension because otherwise I just look dead. Just pop some of that through like that, blend, blend, blend. And then when I get to the outer corner, I blend out more than I blend down. I just find it opens the eyes a little. Next I take Sidecar, which is another well-loved eyeshadow I have. It's really, really shimmery though, so you have to be careful to pat it onto the eyelid so you don't get loads of fallout. So literally gently patting. Then back with that blendy brush to make sure there's no harsh line between the lid colour and the crease colour. Next I take the Real Techniques Accent Brush, which is a teeny tiny little brush that looks like this. And any light shimmery colour, I'm just going to take the Virgin colour from this palette and just pop it into the inner tear duct. Just makes you look a little bit more awake and just adds a finishing touch to the eyes. I think it makes a huge difference anyway. I could always do with looking a little bit more awake. More often than not, I don't line the upper lash line. Sometimes I will smudge a little bit of a dark colour in, but today I don't really feel like doing that. So all I'm going to do is line my upper and lower waterlines with this MAC eye pencil, which is possibly it is my holy grail eye pencil. It's in the colour Costa Riche. It's a gorgeous warm brown and it really makes green eyes pop. Unfortunately, it's a MAC Pro Store only product, so you have to go to a Pro Store. So if you're in Ireland, our closest one is London, which is not good. So I'm just going to... And for my lashes, I always curl my eyelashes. And then whatever mascara I feel like wearing today is Maybelline's The Falsies. This gives me the most dramatic lashes. And the blackest fingers, apparently. And then I leave my lashes to dry, and if when they dry they flatten out a bit, I give them a recurl after about 5 or 10 minutes, but usually the Falsies mascara holds my lashes in place. I'd like to say I wear a nice lipstick or lip gloss to work, but I don't. I just apply Blistex Relief Cream before I leave the house because it keeps my lips so moisturised. If you have dry, cracked lips, this stuff is literally like a doctor in a tube. Or if you find your lips dry out really badly overnight, apply this. It literally heals your lips overnight. No blush. I feel like I should throw a bit of blush on. I don't have any cream blushes at the moment. No. So I'm just going to use the Hourglass this ambient blush, the middle colour there, because I think that could give a nice amount of colour to my cheeks, because it is missing. And a tiny bit on the tip of my nose. So that is my finished look. This is how I would go to work on a daily basis. So if you like these kinds of videos, be sure to give this video a big fat thumbs up and I'll be sure to do more of them. Oh, and if you haven't entered my giveaway for all the Virgin Mojito Body Shop goodies and a set of face brushes, I will leave the video here where I talk about the giveaway. Head on over there and enter because it's a pretty good prize and I'm so jealous of whoever wins it. Thank you so much for watching and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye!